Hey, you guys, it's Teresa Crane with Jeremiah Dreams. How is everyone? You all, I took a few days last week just to be with my children, just to unwind and just take a step back. And I just want to thank you for allowing me to do that. Oh, it was much needed. And there is just nothing like time with your children. And I just so needed it. I just needed to really take a little bit of a slower pace and just enjoy them. And I did. And now it's Monday. It's time to get back to business. And listen, as you join, please give StreamYard permission. And I use StreamYard because I do a split screen so you guys can see my work area a lot better. And I have never been live at 3 o'clock in the afternoon before. Janice, how are you? It's so good to see you. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I really did think about you guys while I took some time off last week and wondered how you were doing. I hope all of you guys had a wonderful Easter weekend. I know I did. I already miss my kiddos. You know how it is, but I'm exhausted. Let's just say it right here, right now. I am tired, but I wouldn't change a thing. You know how that goes too. But listen, now that Easter's behind us and what is right around the corner? Mother's Day. So, listen, I've got a cute little something in my mind that I want to share with you guys, and I hope it works as well in reality as it goes in my brain. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen because we've got about 30 minutes. Let's see here. Where is my making sure? There we are. I'm like, okay, I have forgotten everything. I took a little time off and I've forgotten how to do it all. Hey, you guys. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, Tracy. How are you all? I hope y'all had a wonderful Easter. I did. And I am just ready to get going. Hey, Miss Kelly. How are you? I'm glad you're here. So, over the weekend, one of the things we did this weekend is my daughter is 34 weeks pregnant today. Bless her heart. She is very pregnant. And we had a little sprinkle at my house. I threw a sprinkle for her. Now, if you don't know what a sprinkle is, this is baby number two for her. And so you'll usually have a baby shower with baby number one. But baby number two, a lot of times, some areas of the country will throw sprinkles if it's the second baby. And that's what we did because they don't live here. Oh, I'm so glad, Kelly. Hey, Sherry. Um, their sprinkles are not real common where I live, but where she's from in Alabama, they're a lot more common. And I even had a few people say, "What's a sprinkle?" And they would think I was talking about baptizing. And I'm like, "No, this is baby number two." So, you guys, these napkins were the napkins that I used for her sprinkle. And a lot of times at these sprinkles, they'll do just like diapers and wipes and burp cloths and bibs, the things that really got worn out and um, things that they need to stock up on for baby number two because they got all the big stuff. Chances are, unless it's been a lot of years in between children. But my granddaughter's three, so they still have all the things. So these are the napkins from the sprinkle. And you guys, I've been seeing all these napkin crafts and I've just been fascinated with them. So listen, I have already taken it's a two ply, so I've already taken the two plies apart, and I am ready to do a little Mother's Day craft with this because I just love these colors and this pattern. It's got that navy background. It's just so bright, so I just love it. Hey, Sherry, how are you? All right, so let me get my Mod Podge going. And we're going to get started on this. Now, y'all, I've never done this before. So, y'all are experiencing this with me, but I hope to do it well. I hope to make all the other napkin crafters proud because if not, I'm very sad. I'm looking for my wide brush and I guess I left it in another room so I can use one of these other brushes and it'll be just fine. All right. So I do know the first thing you have to do is put plenty of Mod Podge. I know I've got some. Hang on. Hang on. I've got some. Don't go anywhere. This is what I need. I need a wide sponge. Let's do this right here because I want to carry, I want to cover this area pretty quickly because I'm going to cover this whole thing. And what I'm using is an 8x10 canvas board. I love these canvas boards. Even when I'm painting my art, I am in love with canvas boards. And even my members of my paint and create group, I ask them, do y'all rather have the stretched canvas or the canvas boards? And they want the canvas boards. And I think one of the reasons is because you have a lot of flexibility with the canvas boards. You can either frame them or you can just put them on an easel. There's just a lot of different things you can do with them. All right, so I feel like I've got a pretty good layer there. So I've already taken this napkin apart, okay? And so I'm just going to lay it on here. And, it went through my mind to iron it, but I didn't because of time. But I did find this little roller in my kitchen that I'm going to just use this to kind of roll this out and hopefully get the majority of the air bubbles and stuff out of it right on the first try. I'm working from the center outward. Okay. That is pretty fabulous, y'all. I've been wanting to do this forever, so this was like the perfect excuse. But I've got just one more little step I want to do. All right. So I want to also, eventually, I'm going to wait till this all dries really well, but I'm probably going to take, instead of just immediately cutting this off, after this is all really well dried, I want to turn this over and I'm actually going to wrap it. I won't probably adhere all of this to the back, but I'm going to do some of it just so that my edges are wrapped also. So just keep that in mind. So for now, I'm just going to tuck it under so that you can get a good idea of the finished product. Okay. And when I do that, I'll just do it very much like wrapping a present with the corners and stuff in the folding. I might cut a slit in there just to make it all lay better. But listen, you guys, I got to thinking, whenever I took this napkin apart, I discovered something. Let me show you. If I can get a hold of it. So I took this napkin apart. I don't know if you can see, but the second ply has almost like a tone on tone impression of exactly what was on the napkin. And I thought, you guys, I love tone on tone things. And I thought this would be really neat to put in the center somehow. So here's my idea. Let's see who else has joined us. There's Sherry. I think I said hello to you, but I'll say hello to you again. And Emma, how are you? I'm glad you're here. So what I want to do is I'm just going to tear some of this. And I don't want it to be square. I want it to be, you guys, because I'm an artist, I want it to be a little bit of an artistic edging to it. I don't really know until I get there, but I do know I want to tear some of this as well because I don't want it perfect. All right. I just realized I left. No, it's right there. Y'all, I just flew home from work to try to get here in time for my time because you know how it is. Anytime you plan something, well, that's when everything else takes precedence, and that's just life. So I'm like, I got to get home. So I'm trying to kind of get to an oval type, kind of trying to get some of my edges more rounded. But I like the ragged element of this. So I'm going to take some more Mod Podge. Let me just see here how much area this takes up. And it's still going to, you're still going to be able to see that pattern through there. Okay. So we're going to do more than one. So I want to take some more Mod Podge. And I'm going to put it on here. But I'm going to be gentle because I don't want to tear my napkin because it's still pretty wet and fragile. Okay. And I want to lay that right through there. Take my little roller. Oh, it became transparent. Well, what do you know? So that's not going to work. So I have another idea. Oh, no, it lifted. That's what happened. Look at my roller. It lifted right off. Isn't that interesting? Okay, let me get that off. Hang on, y'all. This will never keep a crafter down. She always thinks of plan B. And I know that's true because these girls in this group, they are with it. I have observed them going to plan B many a time. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take another one. I'm going to get my little shape going that I want to do. I thought, boy, that became transparent. I didn't expect that to happen. No, it just lifted right off. So there's a couple of different things you can do to make this work if this doesn't happen the way I envision. And that's okay. That's all right. Improvisation. That's what I want to say. We're just going to lay it down. I'm just going to kind of smooth it on there. And I want that ragged look, okay? And so I've got plenty of this, by the way, because I actually did 2 napkins. But this tone on tone thing was just really interesting to me. And it really, after I get on here, it may not be as apparent because of the Mod Podge element. But that's okay because I really wanted a soft white layer to this because I have a saying that I want to put on here. And this is it. And y'all seen me do this before, but I want to do this. First my mother, forever my friend. And you guys, I went on the computer. I found a font I liked and I printed it off. Okay, who else is with us? Hey, Susan and Melinda. I am so glad to see you guys. And Teresa, how are you? So I am just laying down bits of this torn second ply of this napkin here. Okay. But this original layer is very vibrant, which I love vibrant colors, you guys. I love navies and blacks that are the background because it makes the colors so much more vibrant. Okay, so I'm going to lay some right here. I need to put some more Mod Podge right there. Let me get some of that on there and pour some more out. So I hope you all had a wonderful Easter weekend. I know it is spring break in my area, and a lot of people are out of town. And I kind of took my time last week to slow down and spent time with my little granddaughter and just really enjoyed her. And then my daughter and son-in-law came Thursday night, and we just had a wonderful weekend with them and my son and his wife. And if you go to my page, I posted a picture that we took yesterday. And it's just always wonderful when we can all be together like that. This, I don't know. Have you guys ever tried any of this napkin art before by chance? I just think it's the coolest thing. It's such a neat way to do something a little different. So I'm just going to lay down this the back side of the napkin. And I'm just going to put some Mod Podge on top of that. The Mod Podge is a wonderful sealant. Okay. And then I just don't want these really straight edges because they're just too perfect for what I'm going for. I'm just going to lay some right there. And I'm just going to kind of patch it on. Now, this one straight edge, I think will be, no, I'm getting rid of it, y'all. I started to say, I think it'd be okay if it's in the middle of something else, but I'm not going to take a chance. I like the unevenness of it all. All right, let me see what I've got here. I've got some more here. I just need a little bit more. I need to put some Mod Podge right through there. I've got some bubbles wanting to peek out. So the way I'm going to work that, I'm just going to put a tiny hole in there that'll allow that air to escape. Okay. And I'm okay if there's little wrinkles in it because I got to watch my time here. I just need a little bit more. Hi, Winifred. How are you, girl? put some right through here. So when I do these letters, I'm going to actually transfer this font onto this canvas, and then I'm going to paint the letters in navy. But I need to put a final layer of Mod Podge on here so it will seal. Okay, so I'm going to try to be easy. And this is going to become our surface for our paint. My daughter actually 1 year gave me a little sign I have in my bedroom with this saying on it, and I just love it. I look at that often and just think of how thankful I am for our relationship. We really do have a very good relationship, and I just don't know what I would do without her. Okay, now let me see if I can dry this. Get some of these little waste pieces out of the way though, because otherwise when I get my little gun out, it's just going to go every which direction. It might take a little bit for this to dry, but we'll see if we can't get it dry enough to get you guys at least a really good idea. Hi, Chicky. How are you, girl? I'm so glad to see you. You guys, some of these ladies that are popping on here, they are my regulars. They follow me just about every time I go live. They're right there with me, and I just appreciate them so much. So did you guys have a good Easter? It's drying, you guys. You know, isn't the drying process just wonderful whenever you're trying to get all the things done? Oh, thank you, Teresa. So I had some work to do today, and it's, I guess, everybody catching up from the weekend, but it's like, oh, busy. And it's Monday. It's drying, you guys. We got time. Now, the pattern underneath is going to show through some. Now, another thing that you can do that I was going to be prepared to do is you could glue on a smaller canvas and paint it and center it right in the middle. And that would be so pretty to do it that way too. But I wanted to try using this other napkin because I like to try to use all elements of something if I can, see if I can not waste anything. I'm always interested to see if that's possible. So you always want to be careful not to leave your gun, your hot gun, in one spot too long because it'll cause everything to bubble up. And it might be we have the center dry enough that we can do some of what we're needing to do. That right there is still pretty wet underneath, I think. Let's try to do some of it so that you can kind of see what I have in mind, my vision. Let me grab my carbon paper. I've shared this with you guys before. But the way I transfer so many things that I love, and if you're not good at lettering with paint or whatever, all you need is to print it off the computer, put it on your surface, get you some good old carbon paper and a pencil that's not all that good, And then you just trace right over it. Now I'm going to be a little bit gentle because things underneath are still kind of wet. And so I'm hoping it's going to transfer. But if it doesn't, what's going to have to happen is I will finish this and I will post it. And then I will let you guys know if I have to redo something, go to plan B or something. Thankfully, I have plenty of these napkins left over. I saw this print or this font, and I just loved it. Let's see how this did. It may not have done great, but we'll see what we've got. Yeah, it's not going to transfer yet. It's still too wet. That's okay. We're going to let this dry. And if that doesn't work, then I will come back and I will put the whole thing on this small canvas. Hey, Sherry. So let me just kind of tell you what I've done here. This is a napkin from the sprinkle that I gave for my daughter this weekend. And I just love them so much that I wanted to cover this canvas board and do an art project with it. And so what I want to put on here is the saying, where is it? Is this right here. First my mother, forever my friend. I'm going to paint on this. I hope you can see the vision with me. And I'm sorry that it's not coming together because I thought it would dry with my little gun. But y'all, I admit this is the first time I've done a napkin craft, but I've just been so anxious to do one. So thank you for letting me try it with you guys. I'm just being real, y'all. I'm just me. Okay. And so, I just fell in love with this pattern and I thought it was beautiful for Mother's Day. I'm ready to get some Mother's Day things done. And so, and then the other thing I want to do in the middle of this is either quilt flowers or paper flowers to make a beautiful bouquet to match the whole thing. So I may have to finish this up. What I think I'll go ahead and do with the time we have left, let me just go ahead and start this next little phase of it. Let me get my scissors. Let's just go ahead and pretend like we have to go to plan B. Because I know y'all showed up to see something. So I'm going to show you something, okay? I love these little canvas boards. I actually got these at Dollar Tree. And they're just little 4x6 canvas boards. And it's going to hot glue right on the top of that so beautifully. Let me first show you how this transfers. Just in case you haven't seen me do it before, and my little carbon paper flew off. So let me get that over here. But I want to do first my mother and make sure I've got it kind of centered. And I can tell by just kind of folding down the edges a little bit. Get my pencil. And you guys watch the magic happen. And then this gives you all the outlines you need for painting. And then when you start to paint it, don't feel like it has to be absolutely perfect. Just let this be your guide to do your own thing, okay? But I just felt like this would make such a sweet little thing that you could give either to that special mother in your life or someone who's like a mother figure in your life. Or maybe you want to use it as a decoration in your home if you want to do a little decorating for Mother's Day. Okay, let me show you how this looks. So that's how that turned out. So it's ready to paint. So then next, all I'm going to have to do, let me get my little palette here. What color is this color? I want my midnight blue is what I'm looking for, y'all. There it is. Look at my time. We got time. This is called Midnight Blue. And I'm going to squeeze some out here. And when I do this, I like to use my small round brush because I like having that fine point. And I like to add a little bit of water to my paint so it's a little thinner than coming straight out of the bottle so that it gives a nice flow and I can get a really good point. I twirl off the excess. I get a good point, and then I just start laying in my letters. And then the thing to remember when you start doing lettering with painting is with calligraphy, when you're on the downstroke, it is thicker. Upstrokes are thin, downstrokes are thicker. So when I get through laying this in, if there's natural downstrokes that occur with the brush, that is awesome. But if for some reason the brush doesn't want to cooperate, I can always go back and paint in a thicker line, and that will solve that problem. But sometimes that brush will just naturally give you that thicker, and sometimes it won't. And you just have to learn your brush. You have to learn how to how to use it, how to hold it, and it just takes practice. Hi, Trisha. Oh, girl, I can't wait to see how it turns out either. I won't get it done today, but I am going to finish this as soon as we get off of here, and I'm going to post it because I'm excited. I love these colors, and I want to show you guys exactly how it's going to look. But I'm just can't believe that spring is here. We've gone through Easter. We're talking about Mother's Day, and it's just neat. But if you guys, if any of you are new to me, I hope that you will join me over on Jeremiah Dreams and check out some of the things that we do over there. I'm primarily a painter, but sometimes I do like to do these other little things that are just neat because sometimes it's just nice to take a break. Like here's a little area that the brush didn't quite cooperate. So I'm going to go back and kind of fix that. And then these little dots in the font that I chose were actually like little diamonds. So I'm going to follow that through. Okay. And y'all, I love mixed media. Yes, Trisha, it is. I can't believe we're in April already. It's amazing. Um, what was I going to say? Y'all, I'm still very tired from the week. Did I mention I'm tired? It's called Life with a 3-year-old. And I mean, not 3 and I'm not 20s or 30s or 40s. And so it takes every ounce of cell power to live with a 3-year-old. But this is kind of what it looks like. Let me get this where you can kind of see it better. And so my plan is if this doesn't dry the way I had envisioned, then I'm going to fix this second canvas right on top and I'm going to dress it up and I'm going to make it look gorgeous. You guys just wait and see. You're going to be amazed. You're going to be amazed. But we are just about out of time. I know this hasn't like come together, but it's really hard sometimes to get something to come all the way together. I'm amazed these girls that can. I'm just like, oh, I want to be you when I grow up. I do. I really do. But I'm not there yet, but I keep trying very, very hard. But listen, you guys, please check me out over on Jeremiah Dreams. Come hang out with me. I will be going live tonight at 8 o'clock on my page. Now, you guys may be looking. Oh, Chicky, I am so sorry. Yes, ma'am. We will be praying for you, girl. Michelle, you feel that you have 6 kids. Oh my, bless your heart. You're right. Listen, I'm 55 and I am feeling it very much. I would not trade her for $1,000,000. She's precious. Oh, Chicky, I love you, girl. I sure do. You're precious. But listen, I usually try to go live on my page at 8 o'clock at night, but y'all check out the other crafters here on Craft Round the Clock. They go live all the time and they have the most amazing ideas, these girls. Y'all have got to check it out. I meant to put the link here on my page, and I was just flying in from work, and I was doing good just to come live. So I will go back and put that in the comments or edit this post and include that so you'll be able to access it much easier. But that is a wonderful place to catch some crafts, to get some great new ideas, inspiration. I have never seen so much talent in one location before. So you guys have got to check it out. It is wonderful. All right, y'all. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. I love you. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again sometime. Have a wonderful day. Bye.